Alright guys, welcome to set 16 of Let's Play Skyrim Dawnguard DLC. Sorry, I'm a little tired. This one is going to actually cover the Dawnguard section now. Man, it's been a while since I've been to this point. It's been a while since I've worn this armor. Let's go!
Hey, so, before we go in there, I wanted to thank you for getting me this far, but after we get in there, I'm going to go my own way for a while. I think. I know your friends would probably want to kill everything in here. I'm hoping you can show some more control than that. Once we're inside, just keep quiet for a bit. Let me take the lead.
Lady Serana's back. Open the gate.
As you can tell, this is actually not the beginning of the DLC. This is from when you get.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
This is between when you wake her up and when you get to choose which side you want to go on. That's why I started it here.
Lord Harkins, bring. Hello there. How dare you trespass here? Wait, Serana? Is that truly you? I cannot believe my eyes. My lord, everyone! Serana has returned.
I guess I'm expected.
I can't believe it.
My long-lost daughter returns at last. I trust you have my Elder Scroll.
After all these years, that's the first thing you ask me? Yes, I have the scroll.
Of course, I'm delighted to see you, my daughter. Must I really say the words aloud? Ah, if only your traitor mother were here. I would let her watch this reunion before putting her head on a spike. Now tell me, who is this stranger you have brought into our hall?
This is my savior, the one who freed me.
For my daughter's safe return, you have my gratitude. Tell me, what is your name? I am Harkon, Lord of this court. By now, my daughter will have told you what we are. Not quite. Though I can see how an outsider might arrive at that conclusion. No, we are vampires, among the oldest and most powerful in Skyrim. For centuries we lived here, far from the cares of the world. All that ended when my wife betrayed me and stole away that which I valued most. You have done me a great service, and now you must be rewarded. There is but one gift I can give that is equal in value to the Elder Scroll and my daughter. I offer you my blood. Take it and you will walk as a lion among sheep. Men will tremble at your approach, and you will never fear death again. Then you will be prey, like all mortals. I will spare your life this once, but you will be banished from this hall. Perhaps you still need convincing. Behold the power! This is the power that I offer. Now, make your choice. So be it. You are prey, like all mortals. I banish you.
Pretty interesting. So that's what happens. I thought they would let me walk around and get out that way, but I guess not. I was hoping I could pick up some vampire armor before leaving. That's kind of sad. I like the castle. Anyway, we need to head back to the Dawnguard base. Jeez. From one end of Skyrim to the other, literally. Sorry. Grab me a torch bug along the way.
Something out there. And now die. Now it's my turn. Get in my way.
Oh yeah, now the vampire disease.
Look at this. I should have known it was only a matter of time before they found us. It's the price we pay for openly recruiting. We'll have to step up our defenses. Of course. Why did I suppose differently? Fine. Tell me what you know. The woman? Trapped in there? That doesn't make any sense. Who is she? More importantly, where is she? I'm waiting to hear what any of this means. They what? And you didn't stop them? You didn't secure the scroll? I suppose you're lucky you're not dead. Or worse, one of them. By the Divines. This couldn't get much worse. This is more than you and I can handle. Well, of course we do. I'm old, not stupid. We're just going to need some help. If they're bold enough to attack us here, then this may be bigger than I thought. I have good men here, but there are people I've met and worked with over the years. We need their skills, their talents, if we're going to survive this. If you can find them, we might have a chance. Right to the point, aren't you? I like that. Not like those fools in the Order. We should keep it small. Too many people and we'll draw unwanted attention to ourselves. I think we'll want Serene Gerard. Breton girl, whip smart and good with tinkering. Fascination with the Dwemer. Weapons in particular. Last I knew, she was out in the Reach. Convinced she was about to find the biggest dwarven ruins yet. Might need a little convincing, but she should. You'll also want to find Gunmar. Big brute of a Nord. Hates vampires almost as much as I do. Got it into his head years back that his experience with animals would help. Trolls in particular, from what I hear. Last I knew he was out scouring Skyrim for more beasts to tame. Bring the two of them back here, and we can get started on coming up with a plan. Watch your back.
Alright, before we actually continue on, I'm going to get rid of this disease. Oop. So I don't have to worry about going through a quest line just to get rid of the vampirism disease again. Luckily, there's I can go to Riften, I believe, and get cured of it there. It's not too far away, and I don't have to worry about the disease spreading too much. Let me think here. I'm gonna head over to the Temple of Mara and get cured that way. For those that have never contracted the vampire disease, you're lucky, first of all. Second of all, you can get rid of it in two ways. One, wait a few days and become a vampire and talk to a innkeeper about rumors. They'll mention a person up in Morthal who will cure vampirism. Go talk to him and do the quest for it. The other way is to, right when you contract it, go to a shrine and cure yourself of diseases. You can also drink a cure disease potion. Just to make sure, though. Alright, it's cured. Alright, now that I don't have to worry about that. Alright, so there are some perks to joining the Dawnguard side outside of... well, I don't know. I like the vampire side so far. But from what I've read, you can get a recipe to make crossbows, as well as the bolts. Let's talk to him real quickly.
Mind yourself. There's a vicious bear on the loose. You there! Hold fast! I've tracked this damned bear for 2 weeks. I'll not let it have any more victims. Ithron needing someone else's help. Never thought I'd hear that. I'm afraid he's a few years too late. I've moved on. I have more important business to attend to. Besides, he can handle anything alone. He assured me so himself. What could he possibly need my help with? Vampires? That... well, that might change things. Tell me more about what's going on. By the...
Where'd you come from?
Fuck! I knew it. Get down here, motherfucker. I need to heal.
One less monster.
I don't need the scales, I need the bone.
Watch yourself. This bear. We need to stop this creature before it kills again. Watch yourself.
So I'm assuming if the dragon didn't attack us, he would have asked us to go and help him kill the bear. What was I saying? I know there was something I was going to say, but I can't remember. Oh yeah, the perks to be a Dawnguard. You'll get a recipe to actually build crossbows and upgrade them to become stronger, as well as get new bolts. Vampires don't get that, unfortunately. So if you prefer the crossbows over being a vampire lord, I'd recommend joining the Dawnguard. I'll be changing weaponry relatively soon off screen. I may even switch over to Dawnguard armor, light armor, of course.
Get back here. Don't know how well I'd have managed by myself. You have my thanks. You've helped me, so I suppose the least I can do is find out what Isran wants. He's still at that fort near Stendar's beacon, I assume. Of course he did. He's been working on that place for years now. Never lets anyone in. His own little fortress. Well, I guess I'll get to see what he's been up to all this time. I'll meet you there.
Alright. Getting the girl, what's her name? Sornin, whatever. She will actually teach you how to create crossbows and bolts. Later on, we'll get schematics to create a dwarven crossbow, which has a higher damage power than the Daedra bow and arrow. She's really out there. If you want to have the added sense of irony for vampires against Vampire Hunter, you should do this after the companion's quest line. That way you're a werewolf as well. Or if you've already finished it, just go talk to Ayala and become a werewolf again. Oh, Shadow. Such an annoying horse. Bad horse. Okay. There she is.
You haven't seen a sack full of dwarven gyros lying around, have you? I'd swear I left it right here. Do you think mud crabs might have taken it? I saw one the other day. Wouldn't be surprised if it followed me here. Just look around, will you? Isran? Wants me? No, you must be mistaken. He made it exceedingly clear the last time we spoke that he had no interest in my help. I find it hard to believe he's changed his mind. He said some very hurtful things to me before I left. Anyway, I'm quite happy in my current pursuits. So if you'll excuse me... Yes, that was my point. I felt it was rather clear. Look, what is it you want from me? Vampires. Really? Oh, and I suppose now he remembers that I proposed no less than 3 different scenarios that involved vampires overrunning the population. Well, what are they up to? Well, that's actually something I never would have anticipated. Interesting. I'm not sure what they would do with one, but in this case, Isran is probably correct in thinking it isn't good. All right. If nothing else, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to learn more about what's going on so I can better defend myself. But I'm not just going to abandon what I've been working on here. It's too useful. I need at least 1 intact dwarven gyro. So either I need to find the satchel those mud crabs stole, or I need another gyro from someplace. You wouldn't happen to have one, would you? Fine, fine. I can't afford to forget about this work, though. Some very interesting applications. Now, where is it I'm supposed to be going? Ah, been working more on his secret hideout, has he? It'll be interesting to see how much progress he's made. I'll finish up here and head in that direction as soon as I can. See you there. Until next time.
I love being able to persuade people. Satchel.
I guess I'll see you at Fort Dawn.
That's what a satchel is, by the way, if you need to get it. I'm assuming I may need them for something else later. So I'm going to keep them with me just in case. It's kind of nice being able to run through the sun without having to worry about being weak and unable to restore my stamina. Hello.
Yes?
Target practice by the looks of it. Huh. Thank you. So, reinforcement, barriers, whatnot, so cool. That shall hold off some vampires for a little bit. What if we'll be able to upgrade the castle itself? That's kind of one thing I wish they put into Hearthfire, that you actually build your own castle from the ground up, not just a small mansion or house.
Alright, Isran. You've got us all here. Now what do you want?
Hold it right there.
What are you doing?
Making sure you're not vampires. Can't be too careful. So, welcome to Fort Dawnguard. I'm sure you've heard a bit of what we're up against. Powerful vampires, unlike anything we've seen before. And they have an Elder Scroll. If anyone is going to stand in their way, it's going to be us.
This is all well and good, but do we actually know anything about what they're doing? What do we do now?
We'll get to that. For now, get acquainted with the space. Soreen, you'll find room to start your tinkering on that crossbow design you've been working on. Gunmar, there's an area large enough for you to pen up some trolls. Get them armored up and ready for use. In the meantime, we're going to get to the bottom of why a vampire showed up here looking for you. Let's go have a little chat with it, shall we?
Huh?
Isn't exactly a palace, is it? Still, it's sturdy, secure, and seems defensible. I suppose I'd rather be here than most other places in Skyrim. Isran needs me. It must be pretty bad. I wonder what we're up against here. A basic one, of course. That is, assuming you know anything about steelsmithing. It's pretty simple. Talk to Gunmar if you need materials.
So now I know how to make stuff. Make crossbows.
Here's everything I have. Sorry there isn't more.
I'll take those. Ooh, Sunfire. That's one of the new spells of the game. Oh yeah, for those that want to do the questline, special questline, what's it called? Hold on. Lost to the Ages to get the Ethereum Crown. You need 2 flawless sapphires, 2 dwarven metal ingots, and 2 gold ingots. So make sure you save up on those. And the last part of the recipe you'll get throughout that quest line. Since I'm pretty much going to be deleting this later, I don't need it, so. I'll do.
Get yourself killed.
He's above me.
I'll tell you, the only thing more surprising than hearing from Isran after all these years was hearing that he wanted my help. I immediately realized things must be pretty bad. Looks like I was right. Until next time.
Those are side quests we'll have to do later on, I guess. Hello.
Here we are. It begins again. I fear for what is to come. Isran had a surprising stockpile of weapons and armor. Take a look.
Alright, let's take a look at this. Not bad stuff. Alright, let's get our Dawnguard armor. Since I will be going for cosmetics as well, I'm not sure which one looks best.
Take care of yourself.
Hope you're getting along with Isran.
Just get to a nice lit area. There we are. Yeah, I don't like that helmet. I like the shoulder pad. That's kind of random, but I like it.
Cozy little place, isn't it?
Still ingots, okay.
I like what Isran
This is fine for... What do you need? Blades, armor, smithing materials?
Keep those. Since I'm going to be Dawnguard, I might as well not have that. Let's see here. I'll back to my house and get the upgrading equipment so I can make this legendary and whatnot.
Very few people appreciate all the hard
Okay,
We can't give up. There's no one else to stand against these monsters.
if you talk to Gunmar, by the way, you can actually hire, quote-unquote, some armored trolls. They'll be your companion. They'll follow you around. I'm not really going to worry about that too much, so...
As best you can.
I may get the Dawnguard war axes and whatnot later. Yeah, might as well. That was the wrong one.
Fight bravely, friend.
There are at least 30 different ways of being attacked and killed in...
Sorry.
We'll stop these monsters. Well met, friend. This is everything I've got right now.
Alright, let me take a quick peek at my stuff. I need 3 more. I'm probably going to stick with the Dragon Bone Swords later. But for now, I'll keep it as it is. But yeah, all in all, this armor isn't half bad. Cosmetically speaking, of course.
I knew it would come to this one day. I knew. And no one believed. Only what I've heard. Back in the Second Era, the Jarl of Riften had a son. Adventurous type. Too much for his own good, it seems. Be on your guard at all times. Avoid. Serene needs help with her project to improve our crossbows. And if that doesn't interest you, speak with Gunmar. He has something for you.
Cool.
Keep your eyes open.
It says to follow him, so I'm going to. I'll talk to Serene later to upgrade the crossbows. Serana!
This vampire showed up while you were away. I'm guessing it's the one you found in Dim Hollow Crypt. Says it's got something really important to say to you. So let's hear it.
You probably weren't expecting to see me again. I'd rather not be here either, but I needed to talk to you. It's important, so please just listen, before your friend here loses his patience. Well, it's about me, and the Elder Scroll that was buried with me. The reason I was down there, and why I had the Elder Scroll. It all comes back to my father. I'm guessing you figured this part out already, but my father's not exactly a good person, even by vampire standards. He wasn't always like that, though. There was a turn. He stumbled onto this obscure prophecy and just kind of lost himself in it. It's pointless and vague, like all prophecies. The part he latched onto said that vampires would no longer need to fear the sun. That's what he's after. He wants to control the sun. Have vampires control the world. Anyway, my mother and I didn't feel like inviting a war with all of Tamriel, so we tried to stop him. That's why I was sealed away with the scroll. I did, but something about you makes me think I can trust you. I hope I'm not wrong. Well, let's move then. I'm nothing if not persuasive.
All right, you've heard what it has to say. Now tell me, is there any reason I shouldn't kill this blood-sucking fiend right now? Set my hatred aside? Not a chance. It's what keeps me strong. You better know what you're doing. It can stay for now, but if it so much as lays a finger on anyone here, I'll hold you responsible. Got it? You hear me? Don't feel like a guest, because you're not. You're a resource. You're an asset. In the meantime, don't make me regret my sudden outburst of tolerance and generosity. Because if you do, your friend here is going to pay for it.
Thank you for your kindness. I'll remember it the next time I'm feeling hungry. So, in case you didn't notice the giant thing on my back, I have the Elder Scroll with me. Whatever it says, it will have something that can help us stop my father. But of course, neither of us can read it. Well, the Moth Priests are the only ones I've heard of who can do it. They spend years preparing before they start reading, though. Not that it helps us anyway, because they're all half a continent away. In Cyrodiil.
Some Imperial scholar arrived in Skyrim a few days ago. I was staking out the road when I saw him pass by. Maybe that's your moth priest.
Do you know where he's staying now?
No, and I'm not going to waste men looking. We're fighting a war against your kind, and I intend to win it. You want to find him? Try talking to anyone who'd meet a traveler. Innkeepers and carriage drivers in the big cities, maybe. But you're on your own.
Any idea how you're going to find a moth priest? Skyrim's a pretty big place. Well, back before you know. The College of Winterhold was the first place I'd think to go for any kind of magic or historical thing. The wizards know about all kinds of things that people probably shouldn't know about. Actually, now that I think of it, I'm going to come along with you. I've been really wanting to get out and explore a bit.
Alright then.
I knew it would come to this one day. I knew. And no one believed.
I like the fact that Serana's actually still on our side. I like her. Of course, with all this as it is right now, I just have this feeling of like a really bad romance could start out. Really bad romance story. Well, guess we'll find out. But first, we're going to talk to Serene so we can upgrade the crossbows. It's part of a 6-part quest arc. So,
What do
yeah.
you want?
Hope you're getting along with Isran. He takes up... I want to add some punch to our crossbow capabilities. Done all I can on my own. I need a little inspiration. I've always been fascinated with Dwemer artifacts. I take them apart, poke around in their guts, and try to figure things out. With mixed results. But as luck would have it, I've tracked down the location of some actual Dwemer diagram drawings. So, if you'd be a dear and collect those plans for me?
Alright, so let's go get it. Well, we'll grab the upgrades for it.
Watch what you're doing.
Let's go to... Alrighty. I actually kind of like this armor. It actually is very aesthetically pleasing, as well as helpful, I guess. Now, I may stop the LP just for a little bit so I can do the upgrading and whatnot. You know, get some better swords and so on. Should we go carry the scroll with us all over Tamriel? Alright, sure. Alrighty. I don't even worry about that. My phone. Alright, this for the Dwemer, or the upgrade. Yeah, I'm gonna not pull out, sounds so wrong. I'm gonna stop for a little bit so I can get the weapon upgrades and whatnot done, so I'll start the LP back up in a few minutes once I get the sword upgrades and everything put away that I don't need, so that way I don't have, you know, I'm not over encumbered, so be back in a minute.